Hello everyone, my name is Corazar, and welcome back to the Vintage Story Guide. We are back in the world on another sunny day. Look at that. I don't think we've ever seen 2 sunny days in a row right here. It is very nice out there, and I can see for such a long way. I can see those rifts down there, because it's a nice high rift day. We're coming in pretty hot after the last episode where we pretty drastically expanded our farms and got some bees, and that's a lot of bees real fast. I didn't think they could do that. It has been literally like, I think, what, 12 hours since we last spoke, and I wonder if that's a bug or if it's just that there are so many flowers it split into multiple swarms. I don't know. Very weird. Anyway, today we have some more building to do, and this time it's going to be back indoors, mostly, because I want to spend some time getting to know this room up here, or what will be this room up here. I want to dig this out a bit, expand it, probably push it that way a block or two if we can, and I want to turn this into a breakfast room. And yes, I am beginning to realize that I have something of an affinity for breakfast nooks, breakfast rooms, and so on. But I think this would be a neat place to be able to stumble out of bed, bleary-eyed in the morning, come downstairs, have a bagel, cup of java, bowl of cereal, I guess muesli. We don't really have a... Oh, we do have a quern. We could grind our own cereal. And maybe we could press some orange juice too. Yeah. And I think all that could be done right in here. Maybe have a little, we could have a kitchenette right under here. Just like a little sink. We could put a little clay oven under here for like a toaster. Yeah, I think we could do that. That could be real fun. So I think it is time for me to probably clean out this project bin. You're mostly empty anyway. And, you know what, I'm just going to do the old pick it up this way trick. And I'm going to get some things together and put this bin upstairs. And I'm going to find the materials that I want to use in this room and load them up. I think I'll put this bin like right, probably in our room, honestly. There we go. I'm going to get started, and I will bring you all back when this chest is full. Okay, so I lied a bit. There was a big rift, actually a couple of them, right near the base, and one was outside in I think one of those little gullies out in the mountains, and I kept getting drifters spawning in the base while I was trying to work, so I'm out here outside just collecting up some more papyrus, as I said I was going to do and ended up not doing. So, yeah, here we are. And you know what, while we are out doing things not at the base, I want to stop by here because I want to pick up a... Thank you, pig. Because I want to pick up a few pieces of marble and some slate rock for a bit of a secret project that I have in mind. So let's go ahead and pick some of that up here, and we'll bring a few of these pieces home with us. There we go. That should be enough. I don't need much. Let's get this back home. It's still medium, but I think hopefully those rifts should be gone, and we won't have swarms of drifters trying to eat our faces in our kitchen. Which, we don't really have a kitchen, but whatever. You know what I mean. Ooh. You know? Sure. Okay. And after a bit of fiddling, I think I've managed to fit everything in here that I think we'll need. And then some, most likely, honestly. So I think the next order of business is going to be prepping the room here. And I did, on a whim, strike out to find that we do have one extra block width to play with here. But first, I want to see just how wide this is. 1, 2, 3, 7. If we go to 7, that's pretty handy, because that gives us our good old 3x3 areas that we had discussed a long time ago in the pottery shack tutorial. And how far is this way? 1, 2, 3, and 7. Hey, we could do that. That would be real nice. Having 3x3 sections to play with is very, very handy. So I might just go ahead and do some of that. But first, let's go ahead and I'm going to raise the ceilings to probably 1 block higher than here, and do it the whole way throughout the room. And then we'll take out this bit right here, and we'll see where we're at. I'll see you on the other side. Okay everyone, here is our final canvas, at least for now. This should be a nice and cozy room, and you will note that I dug out the ceiling 1 block higher and the floor 1 block lower, and that of course is because we are going to want to put some kind of floor in here. And I've been thinking about the kind of floor I want, and I think I want something a bit different than just kapok. I might include kapok in it, but I might also go for something warmer as well. I want this room to complement our decor, not necessarily match it. So that's going to be the goal for this design. And I also purposely didn't dig this all the way out just because we're not going to see this. This will be all covered up anyway. And this bottom part is going to basically stop here. We're not going to have, we're not going to have to worry about filling this in with anything but dirt. Like so. Speaking of dirt, there is something that I totally forgot to do, is that I want to get a few saplings going here so that we can have some bonsai trees in our, well, our new room and to use for later. So I'm going to go ahead and just plant 10 of each of these. I have kapok and I have some acacia. I think that was 10. And we're going to get these to sprout, and we'll come back in, what, about a day, and dig them all up. Okay, so for our floor, I did some tinkering outside of this, and I think what I want to do is I want to just do another ringed floor like we did at Lupine Ridge. I was sort of messing with some checkered floors, and I just couldn't make anything work that I wanted to for this room. So I think we're going to just line it with some acacia, break up that sort of just kapok floor, and then we'll just fill it in with kapok apparently and stand some up on the end too. There we go. Now something I want to do is I want to make this room feel a little bit bigger than it really is, at least on these 3 walls, because we're kind of stuck with this wall because of the turret, so I'm not going to mess with this wall too much. But for these 3 walls, we can play a little bit. So what I want to do is I want to basically dig into most of these 1 more block, and actually 2 more blocks, because I'm going to also dig out this block and that one to replace each of these. But I want to show you the general shape of the design that I want to have here. I was going to leave that block. Good thing I have a spare. Bam. There we go. So what I want to do here is I want to take all of these up to 1 block below where the ceiling is going to be. So it'll be 2 blocks from the current ceiling. So the general shape of the wall will be something like this. And I'm thinking it could be interesting to have some kind of paneling. So along here I want to do basalt. I want to do ebony posts here in the corners. And then in here, I think we could do something inset, like either maybe some more acacia, or maybe some sandstone and or bauxite, something colorful, or even some purple heart. I'm going to play with it a bit and see what I think. And then what we can do is we can dig out these guys right here, and we could put something in here. And I'm kind of thinking, since I mentioned putting candles around in different places, I think these could be a cool place to have some candles for some softer, yellower lighting in this room instead of a lantern. And that could make some cool ambiance while we're having breakfast here. And I'd have one also on this wall. Probably wouldn't have one on this wall because it would run into this area here, but then could have probably not one here either, I don't think. We just need to sort of skip this bay. But we could have one in this wall, right about here. So I think that's what I want to do. I'm going to go ahead and get the rest of this dug out, and I'll bring you back to show you the general shape of the whole room once I have it sort of mostly done in my mind, and all done here. And then we will start adding colors and textures. Okay, everyone, here is sort of the final dimensions of the room. We've got it all shaped. Now, we can't do this same bay here, because this goes right out in front of our window. We would have to put a block blocking our view from the window. So, granted, our window doesn't have much of a view, but it does let some light in, so I want to keep it. And over here is kind of the same situation. Basically, 2 blocks diagonal that way is the redwood tree, or the leaves of the redwood tree. And so going any farther this direction on this block would cause us to run into issues there. So this wall is going to be a bit flatter. I think it could be maybe a prime spot for either a painting or maybe a tapestry that we could find somewhere or purchase, or maybe even like a chiseled painting. Now, something I am thinking about is that right here might be a good idea for, instead of a bay like this could be our stairs up, because this is kind of blocking these stairs from continuing, and I don't want these stairs to go the whole way up. I don't want it to be a single spiral staircase. Believe me, I'm actually regretting this staircase because it is a nightmare to walk up and down constantly. You get stuck everywhere, it's janky, it's not fun, it's confusing. I often get off at the wrong floor, even though I only have 3 floors. It's a wreck. So I think this could be an opportune place to start a second staircase. And if you look on the map here, going up in this direction should let us come out in this sort of valley here. And you know what? You know what? Why don't we just go and give that a try? We'll see how long it takes us to get there. Oh. It brings us here first. Okay, well that's interesting. Okay. Don't like that too much. Hey, there we are. So that's kind of neat. Well, we're coming out sort of right at ground level here, though, aren't we? Wow. Hopefully no wolves here. Okay, so maybe this isn't the best exit, nor the best little grotto. Can't say I'm a huge fan of this one. What about... Ooh, that's kind of cool. Get around there. Now there's a view. That would be a cool view to have. I think this one's a bit... just a bit lackluster. Very small. Very growly. Couple trees and a... Oh! A crawly drifter down there. Nifty. A nifty drifter. Gotta patch you back up. we're going to just drop some stones here. And we're just going to take... I think we're just going to take these back up. Okay, so ignore that plan for now. I think we will find some other way of continuing these stairs up. Eventually. Okay, well, I think it's high time that we get our butts in gear and we just start getting the fundamentals of this room finished. So, let's get to it. Okay, and there we have our room design. You'll probably notice that I did originally go for purple heart, but I felt it was just too bright, and I wanted something warm and earthy, not like rave party kind of thing. So I ended up going for the ebony planks, and move it back out on the floor. And we're not going to have any candles just yet, and even if we do, it won't be enough. So for now, what we could do is we could grab these torch holders from here, and we could put them inside each of these instead. See how that looks for now. There we go. Majestic. Alright, so let's go check on our sapling slash bonsai trees. Hey, here we go, we got one. Really? Come with me. We need to get us some planters. We need a couple here. We'll just take a full stack, why not? Bring some flower pots. Oh, we have loam planters, don't we? Yes, we do. Oh my, do we use one of those? Sure, you know what? Bring one of you too. I do wish one more of these would sprout, but I guess that's not happening. And you know what? Instead of waiting for one of those, we could see if bamboo would go well in here. I think we can put bamboo in a planter, can't we? You know, I don't hate it. I don't hate it. I could almost go for that, because that's going to be a pretty stark contrast to this. You know what? That looks sickly in comparison. Well, we'll bring one in, see if we can sneak it in somewhere. Oh, you know what? We need flowers too. Do you see what I mean about these stairs being just really janky? I gotta run into each wall to get up to the next step. Alright, so I think we're gonna put our loam planter down here where we can see it. And we'll put a regular planter there where it's harder to notice. So we could do... I stand corrected. This is the perfect spot to put a bamboo stalk in. Perfect. Question mark. So what about this area, Corzar? Good question. Well, I have a couple ideas for what I want to do here. They do involve a little bit more stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and get those stuff and get them up here and ready to roll. Okay, so I've got some stuff. First of all, let's put our table and chairs down. And yes, I am using a regular table. I don't know, I just think I like it a little better because it's different from the chairs. If we use one of the white marble tabletops, it would look kind of similar. Go ahead and throw our pots on the ground. And let's get our splash of blue in here. Oh, yes. That just stands out from the room so much. That is perfect. I could almost go for like a row of flowers over here or something. Anyway, I have decided that what I want to do here is I am going to need to block this in with some basalt bricks for the most part, although, no, across the back here, yeah, I think here, I'm going to want something else. Something else indeed. That something else is a couple pieces of polished bauxite. Now there's something bright for you. And then for the floor, because this is going to be sort of our kitchenette area, we want to have something that's not permeable. And so what I want to do here is the same thing, but with sandstone. Might need one more. Yep, one more. There we go. So we can have our sort of kitchenette right under here. And probably do something about this underside. I might Actually, no, I might just do something on that side instead. Now, here we're going to do something a bit special, and you might... oh, we're not. Never mind. We are doing nothing with this. Doing nothing with that. What about here? That's a tough one. It's a real tough one. You know what? We're going to not do what I was going to do. I wanted to do a little hidden chest again and have some big cabinets we can reach through to open it, but that just isn't going to work out here well, is it? So I think instead we are just going to... ooh, what are we going to do? Well, I do know what I want to do here. I'm going to take these guys out and replace them with the full-size blocks. There we go. And inventory space is at a premium today. That way we'll have a little bit of headroom here while we're working. Except for under here. That's fine. And I think what I'll do is along the back here, I'm just going to chisel in a couple more pieces of this rock, just so we can have some of this texture on the inside, even if we don't have it on the outside. So we'll do that and that. We'll do that. And we'll do that. There we go. And then we will have some kind of counter space. And maybe... what is beyond this dirt here? You know, I kind of wanted the cabinets over on this side, but we could... I swear I had 2 wooden chests for at some point along here. We could just do sort of a floor cabinet there instead. That could work really well. So we could drop you there, and then we could have like a little cupboard here. We can crouch down and reach inside. I think I kind of like that idea. It's not too shabby. Alright, well that will be a chisel project for not today, I think. But we'll leave you there for now. And then I do want to have somewhere in here our clay oven. Probably toward the outside, because we want to be able to vent that somewhere. Totally not right there. And then I'm thinking that right here could be where we build a sink. And I think that chisel project will be for the next episode as well. And then here we can have a bit of a cabinet with some counter space for working on stuff. Ooh, and we can have a tool rack. Oh, we can have a knife rack. Oh, we need a knife rack. Maybe not there. I kind of like it here. Yes, we can have cabinets under here, a knife rack. We can put like a pot with a flower in it over here for some extra color. Oh, yes. Oh, yeah, this is coming together. This is absolutely coming together. That has to be what we do. And I think to make it interesting, we could probably use the bald cypress and maybe ebony for these cabinets. Do ebony underneath, and then bald cypress or like butcher block top counter on top. That could be fun. And I do wonder, if we were to grab a bucket of water, and I know I should know this by now, but I just don't. So if we were to grab this guy, can we waterlog the block? We can, but that's kind of ugly. We will want the sink to pop out by at least one little bit of voxel here. So... oh, no, don't do that. Oh, no. No, no, no. Oh, I just messed this all up. We now have weird water under our floorboards. Where's my floorboard? It doesn't exist. It's been quantum teleported into the floor somewhere. Okay. Noted. Alright, so grab water. crouch. There we go. And then we can destroy the source block. Okay, so let's go ahead and we will do that, and that. And then we could actually make like a basin. Oh, that would look so nice. Okay, we'll do that so that we have a complete countertop, and we'll just sort of carve a basin out here as well as the front. And we'll do that probably out of maybe pink marble, since we know where to get some. And then here we can take our chisel, and we're going to chisel, I guess, all of these. And we can then add in that. And by that, I mean bald cypress slabs. Okay, and I think that's a pretty good start to our cabinets. Let's go ahead and throw our flower back in there. Nice. I think that is pretty cute. Well, everyone, I am beginning to realize that there is a lot more chiseling that I want to do in this room before we are done. And I think that's going to be a lot. I mean a lot. So I think it's going to be good to call it here, and we are going to work on chiseling this room and getting it detailed in the next episode, because I already had a bunch of smaller chisel projects lined up for later in this episode, but realizing just how much I wanted to do, I think we can turn the next episode into the first big detail work episode of the South. With that said, that is about all the time we have for this episode of the Vintage Story Guide. I hope you enjoyed building our little breakfast room and our exploration of all the ways that we can fit our lives into this mountain here. In the next episode, look forward to detailing this room, as well as a few other odds and ends around the base. If you have any AMA questions that I can answer in a video, drop them in a comment with the hashtag 20questions, or drop them in the 20 Questions Discord channel. Support and social links, including the Discord invite, are in the video description. As always, my name has been Corazar. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.